Okay. I hope that everybody is doing great. Welcome to the Charles Gilmore Show. Oh, yeah. And today I want to talk about the blame game. Whenever something goes wrong in people's life, whenever, I hope that everybody, hold on. See, I got to remember that. Welcome to Charles Gilmore Show. Go. I got to always remember that. What's up, Simply Deep? Today we're talking about the blame game. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, hopefully. The blame game is whenever something goes wrong in your life, something happens, and it's not your fault. When it comes to men and women in relationships, it's always the other person's fault. It's always this damn man. When it comes to men and women in relationships, it's always the other person's fault. It's always this damn man. Whose fault is it? Who do you hold responsible when stuff goes wrong? Is it ever your fault? Do we always blame the other person? God damn it. Damn it. Whenever something doesn't go right, it's always somebody else's fault. Why do we always blame other people? How many people are really ready to accept responsibility for stuff that goes wrong? And I'm not saying sometimes it's not somebody else's fault, but is it always somebody oppressing you? Is somebody always holding you back? Is it always going to be wrong? Is it ever right? Do you ever accept responsibility? I hear so many black men, black women, white women, Indian men. So that's what I want to know. When, who, why, what, why do we blame other people? I don't understand these things. See, Charles is not a sage. I am not the most wise person. And I can't tell you why. Why we do what we do. But it's always crazy to me. He was horrible. He didn't respect my feelings. Or man, she didn't give me enough loving. It's always somebody else's fault. So that's what I want to know. When do we stop blaming other people? That's the point that I'm always curious back. Was it their fault or was it my fault for not making a wise decision? Whenever a relationship ends, um, whose fault is it? Is it the person who wanted to end the relationship or the person who wanted to stay in the relationship? Whose fault is it? So that's what I want to know. I want to always know whose fault it is. Most people don't want to have these dialogues. You always hear so many men saying these horrible women, they're out to get us. And you always hear so many women saying these damn men, they don't want to accept responsibility. So let's talk about when men and women, when the child is born. Um, when the man wants to be a part of his child's life, but the woman keeps the child away from the man, is it the man's fault or is it the woman's fault? When a woman chooses to have a baby let's wait a little bit, and she chooses to have the baby anyway, is it the man's fault for having unprotected sex with a woman, or is the woman's fault for having a baby with a man that doesn't want to be a father? This is the dialogue we need to talk about. This is what people are talking about at all. Who is to blame? Who is to blame? Are we both equally accountable, or is one person more responsible than the other? When we go into the Maury Povich show and the woman says, I never slept with a man. And then at this says, you are not the father. Is it the man's fault for having unprotected sex with this woman? Or is it the woman's fault for lying to the man? Or when the man tells a woman, I don't have anybody else. So you guys, the man and woman get into a relationship and they're all lovey-dovey, and she ends up being with him and he comes to find out he has another family. Is it the man's fault for lying or the woman's fault not investigating? Who's to blame? So you know what I'm messing with, and I get caught the choice. You always got the opportunity to walk away. So I even say this. Let's say you get into a relationship, a woman gets in a relationship with a man, or a man gets into a relationship with a woman, and they date for a while, and then you guys find out after some time that you're not equally vested. You don't have the same course laid out. You're not going down the same road. So somebody, let's say the woman says, you know what, I'm not happy in this situation. But the other person say, well, I'm going to stay anyway. Is the person who told you that they're not happy in the situation, are they responsible for your heart being broken? Or is it you for choosing to stay in a situation that is not conducive to what your goal is? So these are the questions that I asked. So anybody who's tuning in to see this, I think you got to be really, really wise. And I think sometimes people can be equally culpable. Also, I think that sometimes you got to think, is this worth it? Should I even be in this situation? Is it good for me? So this is what I think people need to dive about. Who is to blame? Who is to blame for single motherhood? Who is to blame for single fatherhood? Who is to blame for you not getting that job? Who is to blame for you getting the job? Is it? I remember I got hired at the job, and I think I did my own thing. I think I was working hard to get the job, and the lady said, "You got to be thankful for me because I got you the job." I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" "Well, I told you about it." I'm like, "Why should you take credit for what I did?" Or, "Oh, you didn't tell me thank you for you getting the job. Why are you blaming me for me not telling you thank you?" I don't understand. So I always want to know who's to blame. When should you blame somebody? When should you not blame somebody? Are you right to blame people? Are you right to say they're your oppressors? Are you right to say somebody held you back? Are you right to say somebody didn't help you? When do you accept your own responsibility for the mistakes you make? That's what I want to know. See, if anybody's watching right now, if you have a chance, just hit a one. 'Cause I want to know who agrees, who disagrees, who's the fault for things that happen. Is it the man's fault? Is it the woman's fault? Is it the job's fault? Is it the nation's fault? Is it the country's fault? Is it your fault? These are things that I want to know. These are things I don't really hear people talking about. See me, I'm pontificating. I'm having a monologue, hoping to have a dialogue. Come have a dialogue with me, baby. That's what I want to know. Whose fault is it? Anybody is always welcome to join. Anybody is always welcome to speak. I want to know. And see, I made it a broad topic, but it's a topic that I wish more people would discuss. We always hear people saying it's the man's fault, it's the woman's fault. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. The financial burden that men are put on. So if a woman does not want to have a child, she can give it up for adoption. Should we blame the men for being irresponsible and not protecting themselves? Or should we blame the women for having a child from a man who doesn't want to have a child? I think, oh, hello. How you say 10 toes off Fortuna. Hello and to all and good luck. Well, good luck to you. Forces, the thoughts of others, do they help you become more bitter? So that's what I want to know. I'm gonna say hello. This is Charles Gilmore 3, and this is the Charles Gilmore 3, the most interesting open dialogue on the planet. Most people have never been to my page. Everybody having a great day. I'm not a big channel, but trying to grow, and I want to have the best dialogue show on YouTube because I'm not like most people. I don't know if I look at myself like a talk show host because I don't. But one thing about me, I love people and I want everybody to have their voice heard. I think you're right in your opinion and I want to hear them. So I'll just speak about anything. For me, which is different than most people, I don't blame people for my life. I accept responsibility in my life for all that I do. And I hear so many people who want to blame other people. So I want to know what they think. Are you right? Are you wrong? Is my stream going well? Can you even hear me? Is it messed up? Should I turn off the camera? That's what I don't know. I just say dumb stuff. Anyway, that's what I want to know. Who is to blame for what's going on in your life? Should I blame you? Should I blame me? Listen, I'll be culpable. I'll be responsible for every error you made in your life. But these are the dialogues I wish I could have with people. I want to know who is responsible. Oh man, I am where I am thanks to a lot of people. My mother, my father, the military, the government, my mentors and friends, and so many other people. However, I never blame people for my failures, for the things I haven't accomplished. A lot of stuff I haven't accomplished because I was ignorant. And I'll never, ever, ever hold that against other people. Never, never, ever. However, I know a lot of people want to blame people for what has happened and has not happened in their life. Not me. So I would love to hear what you think. I would love for people to, I don't know who's watching me now, but if I look really bad, just say, Charles, I can't hear you. Charles, your camera looks bad. Charles, what are you talking about? I want to know. See, I can't tell, but I want to know what people think. I could have just made this more narrow, but I made it general because I want to know who do you hold responsible for where you are. If you got divorced, women, was it the husband's fault? Men, was it the woman's fault? That's what I want to know. I would love for people to join me. I would love for people to hop in and say whatever. I'm just pontificating. That's just me, but I'm not trying to bash women. And truthfully, I've heard a lot of men say my fault. And I'm not trying to take sides. I would love to hear females come on and say, hey, you know what? I have said that. It has been my fault. I don't know what's right and wrong. I just want to have interesting dialogue. And I wish people would come in and join with me. Unlike most people, I don't want to pontificate. I don't want to just say, hey, it's your fault. I just don't want to do it. I don't. I want people to tell me who's right and who's wrong, why they do what they do. Do you hold yourself responsible for the mistakes in your life? Right now, I don't know if you're still here at Dark West Films, but can you? Is the stream messing up? Can you hear me? Is it messed up where it doesn't seem interacting or interactive or what it is? That's what I want to know. Me, Charles, I have never blamed anyone for the things that I've done. Not really. Sometimes you are where you are in your life due to the people. Oh, it's buffering bad. Oh, you know what, Faith Squad? Um, this is what I'm going to probably do. If it's buffering really, really bad, I will end this and relocate to a different environment where it won't buffer bad and then people can join me. So how about this? Since you guys is buffering bad, Faith Squad got a shout out because there's nothing much but love for you. I will end this and then I'll start it up where I have a way, way, way better internet going and it won't buffer so bad and then maybe you can hear me because I see that the buffering is killing it because people are not really acting with me like I would like, but I know people want to. So that's what I'll do. I'll shut this down and then I'll come back and make let's talk about it part two where people can really hear me. Okay. That's what I do. I appreciate for anyone who stops by real fast, and I'm going to go do that. I'm going to relocate and get it cracking so people can join in the action because I hate when you can't join in. I hate that. Love to all. Thank you for even stopping by for 2 seconds because you didn't have to do that. And I'll talk to you all in about 5 or 10 minutes.